You are the man. Do not expect so much. Before pregnancy, you could flip her like this and flip her around and all that. Once she's pregnant, you can't be flipping her anyhow. So your expectations should be managed very well if you're a man. Hey angels, how are we doing? Welcome once again to my channel. How are you? How has it been? Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, I am Evangel Anyanwu, and if you are my old subscriber, thank you so much and God bless you. I really appreciate your time, your efforts, the comments, the likes. I appreciate every bit of them. Thank you so much. This is usually a very hot topic, and I mean a lot of people run away from it, but we can't. I mean, this is something we have to discuss because it has destroyed a lot of homes. It has destroyed a lot of marriages. So many people are not happy in their marriages because of this particular topic. When I try to counsel couples when they come for either antenatal or maybe for clinic, and I tell them that it is just okay to have intimacy during pregnancy, some of them look at me like, I mean, I'm blabbing, like I'm saying something from the blues, like this shouldn't be said, or I mean this shouldn't be discussed. But if we don't discuss these kind of things, what do we actually gain? These are topics that people shy away from, but it is very, very important. I am not going to tell you that what I'm going to talk about now is all you need to know about intimacy during pregnancy. I'm trying to bring some sort of awareness to certain things you have to know and some things you should do and you shouldn't do. These are the things I'm going to be talking about in this particular video. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using intimacy instead of sexual intercourse because I know YouTube frowns at certain words you use in your video. So I wouldn't want them to flag this video down, and I wouldn't want them to demonetize it. So that is the essence, that is the reason I'm going to be using the word intimacy in exchange for sexual intercourse. Of course, you can have sexual intimacy. Some time ago, that was still when I was still in Nigeria consulting. I worked in a fertility clinic for some time, and I will not lie to you, it was an amazing journey for me, for the moms to be, and for the moms and their husbands or their spouses. Usually when we come for antenatal, it's usually very, I mean, it's a crazy moment because so for somebody like me, I discuss every and anything. And if you are pregnant right now and you have booked for your appointment, your ANC, your antenatal appointments, please talk about it. It is part of the reason you paid. It is part of the money you have paid to that doctor. Talk about these things. Ask questions. Anything you don't understand, ask questions. If there is something you need to clarify, go ahead and clarify it, because that is to your own benefit. If you don't ask doctors questions, they may not remember everything they should tell you. It's based on your questions that they will tell you, okay, this is okay, this is not okay, you can manage this, you cannot manage this, and so on. So I could remember a particular incident when I was consulting this particular couple, and the wife actually briefed me. I mean, before the man came in, she told me, oh, Dr. Evangel, please, I'm having this issue since I got pregnant. My husband has refused to touch me. That is the usual language they use. Touching her does not necessarily mean maybe he's not hugging her or kissing her. I mean, touching in the real sense of touching. You know, when a woman say he has not touched me for 9 months, he has not touched me for 1 year, you should understand what she's talking about. It's not those kind of surface touching, it's the deep touching. I mean, the going in touching. That's what she actually meant by, oh, for some time now my husband has not touched me. And I was just looking at her, I said, what? Why? What is his reason? What is the problem? Are you guys quarreling? Are you having resentments with each other? What is the reason? Why is he not touching you the proper way? Then she will go ahead to say, oh, he's afraid he might injure the baby. He's afraid he might, I mean, do a certain thing and then there will be miscarriage. Or he's afraid that, I mean, somebody told him that once your wife is pregnant, for the first 3-4 months, you should not touch her. I mean, who said that? If you're the one broadcasting that news, stop it. If you are the bearer of this particular propaganda or this particular rumor, stop it. Before you take such a thing into consideration, you must have spoken with your doctor. Your doctor will advise you on what to do. Probably the people that were asked not to do that had issues. One thing I tell people is this: once your pregnancy is supposedly, in quotes, normal, go ahead and enjoy it. I mean, go ahead and have it the way you want it, all you should consider is the positions. Yes, I am telling you that. If you had issues in your previous pregnancy, or maybe your placenta is low lying, your placenta is not well positioned, your doctor may tell you, please avoid intimacy for some time, or maybe until you deliver, so that you don't have complications from this low lying placenta. Now, if you have cervical problems, the cervix is the mouth of the uterus, is the mouth of the womb. If you have a very incompetent cervix, that is, the cervix is wide open from previous stuff you did and all that, or previous issues you had, the doctor may also advise you not to engage in this intimacy. Yes, he may tell your husband not to touch you. That's the simple truth. If you have other complications that may be associated with pregnancy, the doctor may tell your husband not to touch you. But if your pregnancy is, in quotes, normal, why won't you go ahead and enjoy it? That's the way God made it. You are the man. Do not expect so much. Do not expect so much. Probably before pregnancy, you could flip her like this and flip her around and all that. Once she's pregnant, you can't be flipping her anyhow. So your expectations should be managed very well if you're a man. For women, I know that during pregnancy, the desire is either going high or down, or is just normal. It is not the same for everybody. So try to study her body, try to study her language, try to study her behavior, her habits. Know if her body is, if her desire is going up, or if the desire is just normal, or if it has reduced. The thing is this: once a woman is pregnant, sometimes she may feel body pains, she may feel waist pains from pressure of the bladder that is always full, or from the pressure of the pregnancy as well. So I mean, you touching her might not really be her thing at that time. So try to know her, try to study her, and know if she is really in the mood. And some people will even go ahead to say that the baby will not be comfortable, the baby will be seeing them, or the baby will be listening to them or something. Oh my gosh, this baby is so unaware of whatever you are doing. What was your own experience when you were pregnant, or when your wife was pregnant? What was your own issue? Were you afraid to touch her? Were you very confident about who you are? Were you just very skeptical about what will happen? Write in the comment section and I will be reading through. Now, are there benefits from intimacy during pregnancy? Yes, there are so many benefits, especially from orgasm. Yes, if you're pregnant and you have orgasm, it could relax your nerves, it could reduce the mood swings, it could just give you that temporary happiness that comes with it. So these are the things, I mean, you should look forward to. These are the things you should enjoy. I could remember somebody telling me, hey doc, if I go in there I will destroy the baby. No, you don't have to destroy the baby when you don't have weapon of massive destruction. How can you destroy the baby? Actually, sometimes it's even very beneficial to the baby as well. But like I said in the beginning, if there is any contraindication, if there is any reason why you should not have it, talk to your doctor. If you had previous issues from your pregnancies, talk to your doctor. If you are anticipating problem from the present pregnancy, talk to your doctor. If you're having issues on how to go about it and all that, you're always nauseated, you're always vomiting, you're always tired, talk to your doctor and your spouse or your partner as well, because you can't do it alone. And when we are talking about intimacy, it's not just all about going in. You can as well make use of other forms of intimacy just to, I mean, be at the same level with your partner. That you are pregnant does not mean you should rule out every form of, I mean, touching. After 4 months or 16 weeks, you don't have to do the missionary stuff. Yes, I hope this is 18 and above. This is not for children. This is strictly adults. So if you are 16 weeks and above, you may not want to try missionary, because lying on your back may just reduce blood flow to the baby, and also from you, baby's weight will be compressing on some of your vessels. So we don't advise you doing the as in lying on your back after 4 months or 16 weeks. But before that time, go ahead and enjoy it if you don't have any other complication or any other contraindication. People will say, oh, by the time if I go in now, I'm going to cause her to have miscarriage. No, not in all cases, except there was a problem before that time. In fact, half of the miscarriages women go through are as a result of congenital issues, genetic issues, not even from intimacy. That is the simple truth. It's from genetic issues, and the other part is unknown. So a little chance is there that maybe it will cause miscarriage, and that is when the woman already has complicated issues. So do not deny her of that pleasure. Do not deny her of that the period of joy or happiness, because you are afraid that you may cause her harm. And remember, the baby is inside, is inside the fluid, which is the amniotic fluid, and then this amniotic fluid is also covered by amniotic membrane, and then the amniotic membrane is inside the uterus. Uterus is a very thick, smooth muscle that, no matter how destructive you think this thing is, it's not going to destroy the uterus. But if you have issues, if you have complications in the past, or the doctor is anticipating a complication, or you are not very comfortable, talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. That is the reason for the antenatal, not just to go dance and then go away. And if actually there is a reason why you shouldn't tell your spouse. Communicate with him. For the woman, communicate with him. Let him understand that you both are in the journey together, and find other means to help him out. And you, the man, do not be afraid that you're going to destroy your unborn child. No, not at all. Except there is an indication for such, unless there are issues or complications. So angels, during your own time, if you're a first-time mom or your second-time mom, what was your issue? Where was your husband so afraid to do the do? Was he skeptical that he's going to destroy the baby? Let me hear in the comment section, what was your experience? What was your experience? Let me hear in the comment section. Maybe people will learn from it and all that. And if you are a father or you're a husband, what was your experience like? For the first time or the second time or the third time. But please, this is not like a general issue that you should go ahead and keep having it and having it and having it. Please talk with your doctor, because your own case may be peculiar. It might not be just a general thing. One thing about health is never one size fits all. Your case might be different from another. Your case might be totally unique, that you need to talk to your doctor, who will ask you some other questions, examine you, investigate you, and then advise you right. So that is the reason I came here. So what is your experience? Write it in the comment section. Let me hear from you. I read everybody's comments. That is one thing with me. And share this video. Who knows whom you will be helping out? Who knows that couple you're going to be relieving of this stress of the unknown? So share, like, comment, and let me hear what you have to say. I'll see you in my next, and I love you as always. Bye.